The action continues here on this episode of Valor Fights. This is the co-main event from Valor 16 and the 165-pound catch weight, sponsored by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. We've got Nick Bleser, 3-14, trying to break out of a losing streak here, coming out of Roanoke, Virginia. He's going against a local favorite, Relentless Craig Johnson, 6-3 from the Fit Factory in Sevierville. And Johnson, I think it's fair to say Craig Johnson, a heavy favorite here tonight.
Your referee for this bout will be Josh Ward, who's the first fighting tonight out of the red corner, making his 18th professional appearance tonight, weighing in at 165 pounds, fighting at a Star City Fight Club in Roanoke, Virginia, Nicholas Bleser. Standing across the cage, fighting tonight out of the blue corner with a record 6 wins, 3 losses. He weighed in 167 pounds, fighting at a Fit Factory in Sevierville, Tennessee. Relentless!
Welcome back to Valor Fights. This is your co-main event from Valor 16 here at the Smoky Mountain Convention Center in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Craig Johnson, the local favorite, really good wrestler at a Fit Factory, against Nick Bleser from up in Virginia, who I believe is 3-14 and hungry for a win. He's fought a bunch of tough guys on a big losing streak. Craig coming off a KO loss to Paul Felder, who went on and signed with the UFC like the next week. Not a lot of shame there. But we'll just have to see how this one plays out. As we've said previously, Craig, heavy favorite.
Definitely a heavy favorite. Craig's. I heard Craig's been working on his stand-up a lot for this fight. I think we'll go see the wrestling Craig that takes somebody down and slams the heck out of him and uses his brutal ground and pound. Nice little outside kick from Craig to start the fight off.
I think Bleser's only chance is to catch him in a submission, which I don't even think that's much of a chance. Just look at the size difference in these guys.
Most definitely. But, Craig has been knocked out before, so, we could see a overhand or a head kick or a knee or anything. And
that was also the first time that Craig's been finished in a fight, pro or amateur. So, big takedown there by Craig.
Johnson.
Nice and solid.
Good double. See if Bleser wants to work his submission game or try to stand back up.
He's got some kind of little butterfly guard coming.
I would say, and I'll say this, of all the fighters I've encountered, when it comes to wrestling and takedowns, Craig Johnson is there at the top for me.
Oh, absolutely. Craig's great. I actually wrestled against Craig in high school.
Yeah. Very good control, though, from both sides.
What I see, I feel like I should apologize.
Hanging on to Bleser here.
Right on top of us here.
Bleser may be looking to set up a Kimura, maybe, on the left arm. So,
watch the angle here. Big slam. That's the power I was talking about from Craig.
Hammer fist.
Hammer Bleser is curling up. He needs to move. They're going to stop this fight.
Elbows. Shots.
Nasty elbows.
Word speech. You'll be hearing the music in the background.
Craig needs this big win, though, right now. He needs to come back off this loss and get a big dominant finish over this guy right here. Nasty elbows.
Bleser still showing some fight.
Still a lot of complete domination by Craig Johnson at this point. Bleser just kind of being the punching bag right now. Craig being real heavy and real strong on him. But Bleser does have at least an underhook, and he
works himself back up. So we talked about it all night. You know what happens.
Yeah. What's the guillotine from Craig? I'm sure Craig's got a super strong guillotine. And
has many fights as Bleser.
Looks like it's
think you would know that about the space.
Yeah. Gives up his back. Looks for probably a slam here.
Craig's got the spiral right in, landing some knees.
Another knee.
And I've never seen a TKO via slam. That'd be pretty cool to see here tonight.
What Bleser needs to do right here is turn into him and get a right underhook. He's really got to turn in, swim his right arm under, turn back into him. Craig's trying to slam him. Craig's not even trying to go for a submission or punch him. Craig was picking him up off the ground to slam him.
He's teeing off on him now.
Yeah. This is a tough fight with the Bleser guy. We can't say that.
Body, that wouldn't hurt him.
Johnson is a beast. So still, more dominant from Craig. Not even opting to put his hooks in to try to take the back. He's just content with just standing right behind him and punching.
A lot of those punches are hitting the forearms.
Yeah, I mean, he's not landing all of them by any means, but still yet, I mean, it looks bad on the judges. I mean, so far it's a huge 10-8. Craig's doing a pretty cool thing with his left leg that, you know, some people don't notice, or he was putting his knee on the back of the Achilles of Bleser, which is super painful, and it's super, super painful. Not fun to have happen at all.
Do you like to do that to other people?
I do. I teach that a lot when I have to show technique and stuff like that. Not the punches really ain't hard at all that's coming from Craig. I mean, they had a lot on him at the first, and you know, but now they're kind of just there. I'd like to see a submission from Craig. Craig don't really ever show submissions. You know, maybe you see a submission from him. He just something he don't.
A couple
ever
of rear
go
naked
for.
chokes here and there. You know, but yeah, not a lot of like the arm bars, and the jiu-jitsu stuff. He doesn't really.
Now he had a super hard 5-round fight that he lost to Wade Johnson, which is a tough super fighter down in Memphis. I think he's from Arkansas or something. Maybe.
Oh, that hurt him bad. Big knee.
You know, Craig had submission attempts, you know, several times in that fight, and just, you know, or could have had some submissions and just chose not to go for him. Brutal. I mean, this is just a completely
This is a long 5 minutes if you're Nick Bleser right now. This feels like 30.
Craig's shown to have, you know, not so great cardio at times, so we'll see, you know, how much he's. But at this point, I mean, he's doing what he wants to, so his cardio really ain't a factor now. Some people think that, you know, this guy's the punching bag, and Craig's just, you know, swinging the hammer as hard as he can. At this point.
I'm honestly a little surprised that Craig hadn't finished it yet.
And there's the super high percentage Kimura.
It's even higher percentage because he's actually in side control instead of the half guard. For as bad as that looked, though, I don't think Bleser took a lot of damage.
No, Bleser don't look bad at all. He looks like he's, you know,
he's 17 pro fights. I mean, he's used to the game by this point.
Jeff Mullins saying something to Ward. I don't know what he was saying. He said something about the back of the head or turning his head. Let's see if we can hear.
The official Valor edition is still available.
Tell him to work in there. He said he ain't going to take no more punishment. I think that's what he's saying. But I mean, you can look at his face and tell he didn't take a lot of damage. I mean, that's definitely a 10-8 round for
I would score 10-8.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. You can't score.
I mean, Bleser didn't do anything.
I don't think he
had the arm there at the very end, but I mean,
he did have the arm bar here right in front of us where he got slammed.
Yeah.
and he was going for the arm there at the end.
Yeah, just telling it to him. So I don't know. It's 10-8 round for Craig Johnson. Oh, let's see if he comes out. If Bleser comes out a little bit more. If Bleser comes out a little bit more, you know, apt to throw some punches in the second round. See if, you know, maybe try to hit Craig standing up before he gets slammed on his head. You don't seem to be all right, kind of, though.
Official limited edition OSP shirts available as well for the entrance of the registry over there. Check out the shirt, buy one now. You'll get an OSP signature along with it.
No, exciting fight. Dominant performance from Craig Johnson at this point. Long minute intermission right here.
A very long minute.
Yeah, it had to be longer. Never even heard a 10-second clap. Craig was very fresh. Gene Click in his corner.
Gene Click, one of the better coaches.
Oh, most
Down
definitely.
here.
Yeah, most definitely. He's got some good
No
guys.
offense, Josh Kate. I think it's right there towards you.
There's a lot of good coaches in this area. You know, I mean, every one of them's got different techniques and things that they show and things they do. But you know, Gene's a very well-rounded coach. Little kick from Craig. Little hook from Craig right there. Kind of decent punch. So
I think Bleser really needs to open up. I mean, you can almost just concede the fact you're going to get taken down if Craig Johnson wants to take you down. So he just needs to open up and let it go.
He runs right in. He runs right in the takedown. I mean, he knew that's what was coming. He had him backed up. All he had to do was wait on the shot. You know, throw an uppercut, a knee, or just back away, and didn't do so. I mean, nothing taken away from Craig whatsoever. Craig's a ginormous guy and an awesome wrestler, but you know. Completely dominant performance right now from Craig. I mean, this is the same stuff that we see in the
big
first round.
elbows.
It's about to be a stop.
He's mounted now, rear mount.
Gene said no submissions. I think Jeff Mullins told Ward in between rounds that if it goes like that again, he better stop it. There it is. It's over. Said a tap, but I don't.
Referee saying he tapped, but Bleser saying he didn't tap.
He can't. Very good fight, dominant performance from Craig Johnson as we thought it would be. You know, this is a super Nick Bleser not happy with the decision, but I mean
To be fair though, I felt like the fight should have been stopped in the first when he had.
Yeah, I did too. I mean,
you could definitely make an argument for that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's a good
I know
fight.
it's pros. What do you think about that? You're
Good bounce back win for Craig though, for sure.
The guy, he's really putting up no defense. He's just, he's just turning. He wasn't even moving at some points, just covering his head. That's not an intelligent defense.
No,
we will wait the official word. And Adam Townsend, you're going to go interview Craig Johnson about this win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Boyce about to stop this fight. 1 minute and 11 seconds in the second round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes. Relentless.
Craig Johnson, the second round TKO finish. How you feel about that, buddy?
Well, I was hoping to get it done in the first, but it was tough, Kind of hard to finish, so I'll take it.
You come off the loss, and then this is in your hometown. You want to get that win back. I mean, you got a couple close decision losses, but I mean, you have gone 9 out of 5. I mean, how did you get this win?
It felt pretty good. Getting back on the win side of things. Had a big fight in Atlantic City, back in August. Caught with a spinning heel kick. And it's been high time to bounce back, so it feels good to get this win.
Dad, you look great. Carlos said the rest look great. Everything's good now. You want to thank you about it?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, good thank you, Coach G, James, and all the guys down there. Thank you, my wife, the kids, for putting up with me, making a lot of sacrifices so I can still do this. And of course, I got some sponsors, so Just Heart Apparel, US Freedom Fighter, Wrestling Supply, and I just want to appreciate it. Thanks for everybody coming out.
Craig Johnson, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we get into you, Craig. Craig, we've been telling you guys all night. We got one more show this year, then we're going into January. January is going to be a big year for Valor Fights. January 10th is going to be the first card of the year for the Blumble. You want to come out to the biggest show of the year because we got a main event to announce. We've been teasing it all night. You guys want to know what the main event is? One half is right here. It's Relentless Craig Johnson. And at this time, I want to call out his opponent, Adam Primetime Townsend. I'm telling you, this will be the biggest fight this region's ever seen. Primetime versus Relentless. January 10th. Be sure you keep up with us on Facebook. Keep track of that fight.